Ex-prisoners. What is a memory you look back on from prison? I was 2 years into a 10-year sentence at Millfield Correctional when 3 guys approached me during yard time. Rico, the guy who ran the commissary hustle, Jake, who worked in the kitchen, and this older dude named Eddie who'd been inside for 15 years. They looked around real careful before Rico spoke up. "We found something," he said quietly. "Something that could change everything for all of us." At first I thought they were talking about drugs or some contraband scheme. But then Eddie pulled out this crumpled piece of paper with what looked like building blueprints drawn on it. My heart started racing when I realized what I was looking at. "There's a tunnel," Jake whispered, "behind the old water heater in the basement maintenance room. Someone started digging it years ago and never finished." I laughed right in their faces. Prison escape tunnels only worked in movies, not in real life, but Rico grabbed my arm and his eyes were dead serious. "I'm telling you, it's real. We measured it. The tunnel goes about 60 feet already, and it's only another 40 feet to get past the outer fence. The ground is soft clay down there. We could be out in 2 months. They needed me because I worked maintenance. I had access to all the tools, the basement areas, and I knew the guard schedules better than anyone. For 3 days, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Freedom was right there, just 40 feet of digging away. Finally, I told them I was in. For the next 2 months, we met every Tuesday and Thursday night in the laundry room after lights out. Rico would slip the guard on duty $20 worth of commissary items to look the other way. We'd pass notes hidden in soap bars, coordinate our stories, and plan every detail. I would sneak tools down during my maintenance shifts, small stuff that wouldn't be missed. A spoon here, a screwdriver there. Jake would bring food supplies from the kitchen. Eddie mapped out the guard rotations down to the minute. We were getting close, real close. Then I got a letter from my mom. My little brother David had been arrested for stealing a car. He was only 14 years old. 14. The same age I was when I started getting into trouble. The letter said he'd been hanging with the wrong crowd, skipping school, and now this. I sat in my cell that night staring at his school picture that Mom had sent. This goofy kid with braces and a Superman t-shirt. In the letter, she said David kept asking when I was coming home that he missed me, that he wanted to be just like his big brother. That hit me like a brick to the face. Here I was planning to throw away my chance at parole, my chance at getting out the right way, all for a tunnel that might not even work. If I got caught escaping, they'd add 5 more years to my sentence minimum, maybe 10. But worse than that, what message would it send to David? That when things get tough, you run. That rules don't matter. That this is who our family is. The next Tuesday, I told the guys I was out. Rico went ballistic. He got right up in my face and started yelling about how I was screwing them over, how they'd trusted me, how I was a coward. Jake just stared at me like I'd lost my mind. "You're throwing away freedom," Eddie said quietly. "Real freedom. You might not get another chance like this." I handed over the tools I'd collected and walked away. For a week, none of them would even look at me. I figured they'd find someone else and finish the job without me. But then, something weird happened. The following Tuesday, Jake didn't show up to our usual laundry room meeting spot. Rico came by my cell and said Jake was having second thoughts too. Apparently, he'd gotten a letter from his daughter saying she was applying to colleges and wanted him to be there for her graduation. By Thursday, Rico had backed out too. His parole hearing had been moved up by 6 months, and he didn't want to risk it. That left just Eddie, and honestly, the whole plan fell apart without the rest of us. Last I heard, Eddie burned the tunnel map and flushed all the blueprints down the toilet. The tunnel entrance got sealed up when they finally fixed that old water heater. I did my time, got out on good behavior after 7 years.